Hi and welcome to Winners Corner. Hagmyren racetrack is where we're visiting this Sunday for our Grand Slam 75 round. And we have lots of races for cold-blooded horses this Sunday. And 3 of them are actually within the Grand Slam 75 round, Harry. What do you think of that?
Absolutely fantastic to see this race. The Northern Breds suddenly starting to be able to show far more interest to the public. It's great. It's fantastic in the Grand Slam 75. 3 of them of the races, and it brings you back to Yashafax has taken us forward in time. This is going to be something that's going to happen a lot more often, and they really are worthwhile watching.
And we start off the day in race 6, which is a race for cold-blooded horses. We find here number 1, You Are Faxe, who's going to be the biggest favorite of the day. And he is included in your Quinella suggestion you're going to give us.
Absolutely. He's also a banker later on we can talk about, but he's got Ulf Olsen. He's one of the best drivers behind the Northern Breds, and there's no question for me that Ufaxa is the right horse to win. The question is who's going to come second for my Quinella, and I say Scuffer Adrian with Ulf Eriksson, who we'll watch right now, finishes exceptionally well last time out. It's not going to be a big payout for the Quinella, but I'm pretty certain that these two are going to fight it out, and possibly a 4.5, 5 times the money return on our investment should start the day well for us.
A nice Quinella there in race 6, and we make a jump to race 8, which also is a race for cold-blooded horses. And many people think that here we will get to see a splendid fight between number 1, Månprinsen AM, and number 7, Lome Brage. But I know, Harry, that you take a stand for one of them.
I do, actually. I stand for 1, Månprinsen AM. The crown's a little tilted at the moment after disappointment in the elite race earlier this year. He came well to finish 3rd last time out here. You can see him, he's back to the old Månprinsen AM. I see them, they won't get past him. I'm deliberately saying to you right now, he is a winner. Back him now, because you'll not see those odds again.
A win bet on number 1, Månprinsen AM in race 8. And we turn the page to race 9, which is a race not for cold-blooded horses, but it's a very even race. And what have you found for us here?
One of the fastest starters in Sweden. He's behind number 2, Tarpon. And I've been watching and following Tarpon quite a while. And when I saw, we watching him here leading the field here with Stefan Edin, it's going to be driven, as I said, by Jan Norberg. Jan Norberg, he is absolutely dangerous. He's incredibly fast out of the blocks. And I think Jan Norberg's going to lead it from start to finish.
Another win bet there in race 9, horse number 2, Tarpon. Now on to the daily double, and we have it in races 10 and 11, and DD1 is a race with 15 mares out of a full distance. Normally, Harry, these races are quite tricky to solve, but you have a winner for us here.
Oh, not easy. I've had to go for one, and you know me well enough now. I'm going to go for B. Marie with Örjan Kihlström. I think is the best bet in the field, but this is a very, very tough daily double, and I've liked what I've seen from B. Marie, B. Marie with Örjan, and I think certainly is good value in the first leg of the double.
DD1, we take B. Marie in heaven. And in the second leg, DD2, we have a race for cold-blooded horses. And it's not any race, it's the Swedish Championship for cold-blooded mares. And here, Harry, number 3, Move Faxan, is the favorite, and you got a banker.
Yeah, I've got to 3 Mofax, and I'm going back to old days of backing the favourites, but I'm not. I'm actually using my head here and saying rather win 3, 4, 5 times the money than nothing at all. And for me, at any rate, 3 Mofax is clearly the best in this field. So for the daily double, as I said, I've taken 5 B. Marie in heaven and number 3 Mofax, and hoping we'll get 5, 6 times the money.
One single combination there for the daily double this Sunday. Grand Slam 75, it is very similar to V75. The only difference is the combination price that is twice as much on the Grand Slam than compared to V75. Let's see now how Harry has solved this Sunday's Grand Slam 75 round. First, we take a look there in the first leg, and it's a sprint race where number 1, Titan Arrow, and number 2, Dream Boy, are clearly more trusted than the rest, but you need 5 marks to feel satisfied here.
Yeah, I feel that, Grand Slam 75 is what it is. It's costing double the amount of a V75, and therefore you've got far less combinations. And for me, at any rate, if I can find 3 bankers, it gives me the spread that I need to get that upset, to get that payout. And I feel the first leg is not easy. So I've taken 1, 2, 7, 8 and 9. And as I say, if I have to choose one, 7 Hillman is going to be my outsider in that first leg.
The second leg we've already talked about. Number 1, you are Faxe, and here you bank him. So let's move on to the third leg, and it's a sprint race for quite inexperienced horses. They've all earned under 100,000 Swedish crowns. You think it's a challenge to solve this race? Very
much so, and you've put it really right into my mouth. They're inexperienced horses, anything can happen. And as I say, here is where the money can be made. And we've got a fairly good spread. I mean, 5 horses, well, I should be able to manage to stay alive there. I'm hoping so, and I think we've got the first 3 fairly tied up.
Then in the fourth leg, we have a banker, Månprinsen AM, and in the fifth leg, number 2, Tarpon, also a banker. We've already been through those. And this means that it gets really interesting when we get to the 2 remaining legs, Harry, because in the sixth leg, where you recommended a win bet on, or a banker on number 5, Be Marie in Heaven, now you instead mark 5 horses.
Yeah, just primarily because of my 3 bankers. And as I say, obviously I want number 5, Be Marie in Heaven, to win. But I would far rather have in our Grand Slam 75 an outsider winning. And that's why I've taken a pretty good spread here. And I'm pretty confident I'm going to go through that first leg of the double. And then, as I say, the same applies to the final leg of this Grand Slam 75. Mo Faxe, and I said to you, it's our banker. I've gone for the double with 1 combination. It's either 1 or far too many, and I've decided to rather put the money in the Grand Slam 75. So you've got a fairly good spread there, and I'm telling you, I know that I've got to, in the next week or 2, hit all 7 right in this V75, all 7 right in the Grand Slam 75. Now, how's that about a promise?
That's a very nice promise. The question is what you will do if you don't keep it. 500 combinations for the Grand Slam 75 system this Sunday. Our website, SwedishHorseRacing.com, is of course the site where you find more information about Swedish trotting and horse betting. And with that, we wish you the best of luck with your bets now this Sunday to Hagmyren racetrack. Bye-bye.